A very good second half performance from your team there, really deserved of the victory in the end.
Well, I thought the first half, I thought United were slightly the better side. Certainly, were more control of the game, scored a terrific goal. And, we had to get a response in the second half. We asked the players, to show a bit of courage and, a bit of desire. And thankfully they managed to do that. But it was a difficult match. We knew it would be, but thankfully we managed to do enough just to get all 3 points.
You seemed to change it about a bit at half time, and that seemed to put more pressure on the United defence.
Yeah, we moved a couple of players around, just to try and get the ball to feet a bit more. I just felt we were too one-dimensional. We just kept trying to hit it long for Jai Katongo to run onto, and we're reading it, and we're denies that space. So I felt the space was more in front of the players, and we had to try and change it around to try and get a little bit more passing of the ball and a bit more calmness. And I think, by and large, we managed to do that.
Some controversial decisions in this match, and much of the talk is about refereeing at this point. And I believe both sides are not very happy with the refereeing, but for the first one was the disallowed goal for you. A beautiful strike by Nesbitt from the edge of the box, beautiful control, great power and direction. And to have it taken away, probably on a technicality, was it?
Yeah, the referee said that one of our players was in the line, the sight of the goalkeeper. I have seen it. I think he's wrong. I thought he was wrong at the time, the assistant, and I still think he's wrong. And I think it denied him a terrific goal, which would have been an equaliser for us. But I felt the referee and his assistant got a lot of big calls wrong today, and even just a lot of the kind of simpler ones. I felt that for both sides, I felt that they weren't at the level I would expect them to be at.
How did you see the United's call for a penalty when Harkins turned inside and seemed to be taken down?
Yeah, from where I was, it looked like a penalty. I'm not going to pretend otherwise. For where I was, I thought we'd get away with it. And if we did, that's fortunate for us. But that doesn't mean that the officials are right. You know what I mean? Because I felt they were wrong. I said, and it doesn't even things out. I'm not one of these managers that thinks, well, we get one chopped off, they get a penalty. I think he's got to get those calls right. And as I said, from where I was, I haven't seen the penalty back yet. Incident, but if he has got it wrong, then I think that's major calls in the game. And I think sometimes when the games aren't as high profile, perhaps the referee's concentration drops a little bit, or the assistants. But either way, I think there were big calls in the match, and I believe he got them wrong.
Now, I know that United fans would have a go at me if I didn't ask these questions, but you're being touted about a future Scotland manager at some point, and I know it's come from a radio chat show, but how would you feel about that?
I think it's just nonsense. I think in this game, you're lucky you're in a game for a fortnight. So if I can manage to stay in the Morton job until Christmas, I'm doing well, mate. So I wouldn't think about anything other than that.
Well, Ian, the lucky streak has gone out the window now with that defeat. But
I don't think it's lucky. I think it was down to very good play and good fitness and great togetherness. And today, we definitely didn't deserve to lose the game. Our fans were great. There was certain incidents in the game that just didn't go for us. And we were disappointed to lose one so late, and very disappointed I wasn't told that Brian Gilmer has a virus, which meant I would have taken him off with half an hour ago and not Paul Kearney. Now that's really, really disappointing. But we had opportunities to get the game, so we felt so in control of the game at half time. We were very much in control, scored a good goal. And then the second half, we had a couple of really good chances. Gary's got to do better with one of them, and then the penalty incident. I mean, it beggars belief. It really beggars belief. He was just emptied in the box, and it's just still no penalty, and it wasn't given.
Yeah, there's a couple of decisions today, or more than a couple of decisions, which broke this game up in quite a lot of ways. And I mean this for both teams.
Yeah, and there was no malice in the game in any way, shape or form. It was a competitive game, and it's a bad state of affairs when I've got to take Jamie Adams off, not because I don't trust Jamie, it's because I don't trust somebody else.
Well, both managers have made complaints now about the way the refereeing decisions were made, and there were some really unusual ones out there, but Ayr did seem to fall apart a bit in the second half, in the last 20 odd minutes.
I think, I've said that to the players, I don't think they handled the way the crowd reacted to the disallowed goal. But even after that, I mean, I've got to say, I don't think their goal was it was very preventable. It's very unlike us not to mark in the box, but then it's bounced and went in the goal when we should be clearing the lines. So, no, we didn't react well to that, and that's something I've got to learn from. I wasn't happy with the subs that went on. I don't think they did well enough. But it's a game we didn't deserve to lose. There's absolutely no doubt about that. And you know what? We've got to learn to kill a game a little bit better. But the Harkins incident is huge. I mean, give a penalty, who puts us in the lead. Does it put us in the lead? I think it puts us in the lead. And then the game's settled again. But it's a hard one to take.
Tough one to get the heads back into gear for next week.
Well, no, I don't think so. I mean, I didn't have a go at the players because, I mean, the tighter run we've been on. But, you know, we're trying to win a game of football at Morton, who are an established team, and certainly look better than them in the first half. And, you know, looking at taking 3 points to make it Hibs via United the top of the table class, which is just really ridiculous to think of. But, you know, I wasn't hard on them because they've been absolutely fantastic. And we'll go again next week. Cheers.